What's going on? Joe R here, and welcome back, Pokemon lovers. We're going to be taking a look at some cards that we're going to be submitting off to PSA very shortly. This is somewhat annual for me at this point. We're going to be sending off a round of 50 cards, and let's dive in and take a look at what we're going to be sending off. Starting off things, we have a beautiful Shadowless mint condition Dragonair card that I'm really hoping gets a solid grade. It's one of my favorite artworks from the original base set, and this card is minty fresh, so we're going to be sending that off. We have a very close to Gem Mint Beedrill, hoping this gets a really nice grade. Came straight from one of the theme decks, so I'm expecting a nice grade for it. We have over here next a Shadowless Red Cheeks Pikachu, again from one of the theme decks I recently procured, not the deck box, but the cards that were in it, and they all came out very minty. So we're hoping for a solid grade there. And we have a second Red Cheeks Pikachu. So, you know, we're doubling our odds, sending in two of those bad boys, hoping to get 9s and 10s, but hoping for that 10 grade. And it wouldn't be complete without sending out the Yellow Cheeks as well. I figured, why send in just the reds? Let's get the reds in there as well. This is one of my favorite Pikachu artworks. The chubby little fat Pikachu card. Gotta love that. And we have ourselves a wonderful Shadowless Charmander, Shadowless Charmeleon, Shadowless Bulbasaur, and a Shadowless Ivysaur, all from those theme deck boxes. We'll get to Squirtle and Wartortle another time, but you can't send in the Charmander and the Charmeleon without going with the big bad rookie card himself, Shadowless Charizard. And this card is gorgeous. It has a wonderful front, and I'm really excited, hoping that it comes back as a PSA 8. I mean, if it comes back as a 9, I'll do backflips and handstands, but I'm expecting an 8. A 7 wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but if it came back as a 6, I would be really disappointed, unfortunately. So we'll put that aside there. What else we got? We have ourselves a wonderful Hitmonchan, Shadowless again. Those Shadowless cards are only get more uncommon as the years go on. They're going to get harder and harder to find good copies of, so I'm sending this one off. This one is mint condition, although Hitmonchan can be a little difficult to grade at times. This, again, straight from a theme deck box. You can see it's got that classic stain top right of Mewtwo's head, that silvering there. So hopefully this can get the PSA 9 stain grade. There's no guarantees, though, that we're going to get that. You can see there I'm very kindly requesting that it get that ST, but you know, that's never a guarantee. We also have a Shadowless Ninetales, Shadowless Gyarados, a Shadowless Chansey, which is very hard to get in high grades. Those PSA 9 and 10 copies demanded an extreme premium, and it's because of that silver background. Very easy to get factory print lines and scratches on it. And to end things, we've got double Shadowless Blastoises, and I'm not expecting mint 9s out of these by any stretch, but I am expecting halfway decent grades, maybe 7s or 8s, which would bring back a pretty nice price for me. So hoping to get good grades out of those. Those are beautiful. Moving on, I've got a couple of Gym Heroes cards. I've got a first edition mint condition Sabrina's Gengar. That looks really pretty. It's one of my favorite Gengar artworks, just that silver background with Gengar, very ominous but very beautiful at the same time. And probably one of my favorite Moltres arts, the Blaine's Moltres in first edition. And I'm hoping to get a good grade out of that as well. Too bad that swirl there, you see in the bottom left of Moltres' feet. Too bad that couldn't be more in the center of the card, but still a very nice card regardless. We've got a Neo Destiny Shining Noctowl. That's a very pretty card. Hoping for a PSA 8 grade out of this, I think. Again, a 9 I'll do handstands for, but I think it's got a little edge wear on the back. And we're getting into a couple of these specialty cards I'm sending in now. I've got an Black Star First Edition Error Ivy Pikachu. This card was found in the Jungle Booster Packs, the first edition Jungle Booster Packs, and it was not supposed to be there. This is not a Jungle card, but this is mint condition, and being found in those Jungle Booster Packs by accident makes it a nice, rare card. Plus, it's Pikachu, so you know it's going to bring back a good set of value. Leading with the Pikachu, we've also got the Error Dark Dragonite. You take a look in that bottom right-hand corner. Hopefully you can see it on your screen. It says 5 out of, I believe it says 82. 5 out of 82. That's the Error Dragonite because 5 out of 82 is supposed to be designated as the Holo one. And this is non-Holo, which is supposed to be designated 22. So it seems like a small error, but this card is very uncommon. And this is mint condition as well, so it should bring back at minimum an 8, but again, hoping for that 9. We have the Australian Gold Wizard stamped Dark Charmeleon, and fun fact about this card, it was graded an 8 recently, and I did crack the case on it, because I, for the life of me, can't see why it was graded an 8. I just can't. There's no edge wear on the back. And I'm not going to try to be, the greatest at grading cards, but this was graded an 8, and I can't see anything wrong with it. No edge wear, no scratches. I basically cracked it and wiped it down with a microfiber cloth. Just wiped it off. Maybe there was some dust or something. I don't know. But it didn't deserve the 8 grade. So I got to resubmit it. It's one of my favorite cards. So I've got a Neo Genesis mint condition Skarmory, first edition. Continuing that trend, Neo Genesis First Edition Azurill, Neo Genesis First Edition Togetic. It's that time of year. Everybody getting sick. We've got a First Edition Red Cheeks Pikachu, hoping for a solid grade on that. We've got a First Edition base set Nidoking, and I don't expect a super high grade out of this, but it is First Edition base set, so whatever you get, you gotta take. We've got a First Edition base set Pidgeotto, and I believe that's the end of our English cards, because now I have here a stack of Japanese cards I'm going to be sending in. From the Quick Starter set, I have this gorgeous Articuno, and you gotta see that swirl there in top left corner. That looks fantastic. We're sending that in. I've got a Quick Starter holographic Zapdos card, and these cards, they were also reprinted in the vending series as glossy cards, but these are the only non-glossy versions and holo versions of the card, and they look fantastic. There we have a Scyther. That looks brilliant. And it wouldn't be complete without Moltres. Although Moltres' holo pattern is not nearly as good as Zapdos's and Articuno's. Coming up, I've got a pair of cards. These aren't really so much special, but they are Charizard, so you gotta love your Charizards, and they're both mint condition. So one of these most certainly will be for sale when they come back. Hopefully we get a nice grade for them. That Japanese Blaine's Charizard. I sent one of these in with our last submission. This is the 2nd anniversary birthday Pikachu in Japanese, and we got a 9 last time. Searching for a potential 10. I don't know if we're going to get it. But if we come back with a 9, this will be up for sale as well. We've got the JR Rally Surfing Pikachu. And what makes this card unique is it's got that Mount Fuji in the back left and the Magnet Train in the back right. And it's a very culturally specific card. So very, very nice. We've got one of my favorite Mews, the Shining Mew. And I'm really disappointed this never got printed in Neo Destiny, but we're sending it in as a Japanese card, and hopefully we can get it back as a PSA 9 at the minimum. It's going in minty fresh, so hopefully we get a nice score for that. The total front of the card is glossy and holographic, so that's always a danger when sending in to PSA to get graded. We've got a very uncommon card in the Gotta Mew card. This is a Japanese release card. However, it's in English, but it's glossy, which makes it different from the English non-holo Black Star Mew. And not a lot of people know what they have when they have it. And it's got a pretty low population. It's a little off-center from left to right. but hopefully this can bring back a nice 9 grade. I think there's only 1 or 2 10s in the population count. I think even more uncommon than that is this card. And this is, again, a Pikachu card, but this is the Gotta Pikachu. You notice it's got a vivid black background, and more specifically, it's in French. This is glossy, and despite being French, it's a Japanese release, and not a lot of people, I think, realize just how uncommon this card is when they see it. If you look on eBay right now, I think someone is trying to get an arm and a leg for it, so it could demand quite the premium, and I think this could come back as a potential 9. 10 I think is a long shot, but we'll see when we get it back. We've got a Bill's PC teleport card. I'm not sure if I'm going to send this in or not with this submission, but I have it in my pile because I'm thinking about it. So that's going to be going in. And last but not least, I've got one more Pikachu promo. This is the Toyota Pikachu from the Toyota campaign in Japan. And this card, very similar to the Gotta Pikachu. This specific kind of art was reprinted, but this is very unique in terms of the coloring for it, plus of how it was released. So a very valuable card in high grade, demands quite the high price when listed on eBay. So that's what we're sending in. I hope you guys like this PSA submission video, and stay tuned for the results. I hope you're as excited as I am, and wish me luck on getting some really solid grades. That's all for now. Bye-bye.